Hello, this is Phil Ernest in Chiang Rai with the Long Neck Karens. Chiang Rai is just a 1 hour and 15-minute flight north of Bangkok, Thailand. In this video, I will show you 5 things you may want to check out on your visit to Chiang Rai. First up, the Blue Temple, or otherwise known as Temple of the Dancing Tigers. It earned its name several years ago when tigers used to roam this land when there was an ancient temple that was once on this very property. This temple, while it's fairly new, constructed and finished in 2016, the Blue Temple, compared to its older siblings, the White Temple and the Black House, the Blue Temple is a lesser-known tourist destination. By the way, if you'd like to check out the White Temple and Black House video I made, click on the link above now to see that. As you enter into this temple, they want to make you feel like you're entering into heaven. You'll see a lot of gold and blue paintings used in this temple. The centerpiece of the temple is a large Buddha made of shiny white porcelain. Notice the way his hand is facing toward the ground? That is a representation of the moment he achieved enlightenment. Take a look at the blue ceiling above with its spectacular patterns. So extraordinary, they almost are psychedelic. As you exit the temple, they made it look like you're entering into hell as you enter the mouth of a demon. I'm at the Lady Buddha in Chiang Rai. Check this out. Before I talk about Lady Buddha, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're enjoying this content and haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so by hitting the logo on the lower right-hand corner of the screen. The complex also features a 9-tier pagoda just a few meters away from the big 23-story high Lady Buddha. This Lady Buddha is actually Guan Yin. She is a female bodhisattva in Thai Buddhism, which means someone that reached enlightenment during their lifetime and continues to help others. Guan Yin is a compassionate being who responds to people who cry out for help. This is a view from the top of the staircase. If you like this view, you will love the view from inside the Lady Buddha's head. The price to use the lift to go to Lady Buddha's head is 60 baht, and there's a window to look out of. Right there is the window. I'm right now inside Lady Buddha's head. This is the window looking outside. While the view outside of Lady Buddha's head is breathtaking, the view inside is pure heavenly, all in white, signifying purity and enlightenment. This is neat. I'm on the 23rd floor looking down at the floor below. There are all kinds of things inside of Lady Buddha's head to take pictures of and to take pictures with. This lovely lady enjoys taking a picture of herself. If you would like to visit this site, keep in mind there is no public transportation, so you will either need to get a cab or use the Grab app and expect to pay about 150 Thai baht. Now I'm at the Elephant Sanctuary, taking an up-close look at the elephants that people come to ride here in Chiang Rai. Right across the street is the parking lot, and here is the Elephant Sanctuary. These are the elephants of Chiang Rai. Its cost is 400 baht per person for half an hour to ride in. Or you could feed them for 200 baht. Take a listen at this elephant chowing down on his food. In recent years, elephant riding has kind of become a controversial topic, some believing that it is cruel to keep the animals in captivity and use them for rides, while others feel there's nothing wrong with that. If you weigh in on the side of you would want to take an elephant ride, the ride will take you along this river. For me, I made the personal choice, deciding not to ride the elephants. And the next place you may be interested in visiting in the Chiang Rai area is the union of the Hill Tribe villages and the Long Neck Karen. The Long Neck Karens are the main attraction why people come to this tribal village, and these are the other villages you'll see along the walk. The price to enter is 500 Thai baht, which is equivalent to $15 US. You pay your money and then you continue on down this path you'll see the villages where you're going and continue on with the walk. The way that it's set up here is you'll walk through each individual village, checking out the people that live in those villages. But for whatever reason, there were no people around. It was like a ghost town. It was non-existent. Not sure if that had anything to do with COVID. So this is footage that I shot at each of these individual villages along the way. It took me about 20 minutes until I hit the Long Neck Karen village. I'd like to give you a little information about these Long Neck Karens. They originally came from Myanmar. The reason they came to Thailand is because of political unrest in Myanmar. They were driven out of their country and left to Thailand for safety. Because a lot of them are illegal immigrants, they don't have options to gain Thai citizenship, so they stay mainly in their own villages. So now I've finally reached the Long Neck Karen village. Notice the little girl with the rings on her neck. The lady next to her is busy making some type of weavings to sell to tourists. The Karen men are farmers. Notice that chicken coming out there? So they work mainly in the fields. There goes another Long Neck Karen right there. And notice all that stuff there that they've made that they sell to tourists. The big question is, why do the women still do it? Well, some of them do it because they want to keep with heritage, while others are doing it because they're refugees and they need some source of income. To give you an idea on how heavy those rings are, here's a scale with one of them, 2.5 pounds, which is equivalent to 1 kilo, that the women wear those on their shins and their forearms and on their neck. At first, I was a bit standoffish on whether I'd want to make this visit to the Long Neck Karen village because it felt like I'd be visiting a human zoo. But overall, my experience with the Long Necks was very pleasant, so I'm glad I went. This was a pretty cool experience. On my way to my next attraction, I saw a long parade of monks walking along the side of the road. This is something you don't see every day, even in Thailand. And my fifth and final destination on my Chiang Rai in a day excursion is to the cave that was made famous on June 23, 2018, when 12 boys from a local soccer team went missing with their 25-year-old coach trapped in a rainstorm deep inside the cave. The boys were trapped deep within the cave for 18 days until they were finally rescued. It was world news. Since then, this place has become a pretty hot destination for people up in this area to come to visit. They have all kinds of things showing the rescue mission, as you see right here, how it happened, how they were able to rescue the boys. They even have a lot of the boys' things outside the cave. Here's some soccer jerseys. There's tanks that the rescue mission used with helmets. They even have a couple of the boys' bikes that they rode to the cave on that day. This is a look from inside the cave. There's the entrance right there, that beam of light showing 200 meters into the cave where I was standing when I took this video footage. They've really done a good job at setting up this cave like a museum. This is the actual tables and chairs that the rescue people strategized to how they were going to save the boys. And then they have a big map here showing the different tiers. That's where I was standing. This is the entrance to the cave. That's where I was at. And then showing how deep this cave actually went, the different tiers along the way, the dangerous parts. And then that's 2,300 meters right there where those boys were finally rescued. And here's a pretty neat little claymation of the whole thing. This is the entrance to the cave, the rescue guys to showing, there's the tanks right there that they use to go under the water. See that rope right there? And look at how many guys they had along the way assisting with this big project, going under this water there. And then this was dangerous right here. And they had one more of these real tricky dives where they needed the scuba diving equipment to go under. That was like the second to the last one. And this was the big one right here, right there. And that's where the boys were found, trapped. 12 of the boys and their assistant coach were found safe after being in the cave for 18 days. And at the cave, they have an actual photo of the boys that were rescued from the cave. So right now, after seeing the cave, I'm going to go look at a monument that they made in honor of the Thai Navy SEAL that died in the rescue mission. Let's go take a look at that monument right now. While all of the boys made it to safety, there was one tragic story. 37-year-old Thai Navy SEAL Kunan passed away on July 6, rescuing the boys from the cave. In his honor, they erected this statue. By the way, the man that made this statue is the same man that created the White Temple. Entrance to the cave is free. If you'd like to see my other videos on Thailand, please click on the link now. Thank you so much for watching.